Here we are with Pascal Chaumeil, whose new movie is called Heartbreaker. It stars Romain Duris and the lovely Vanessa Paradis. And I wonder, first of all, who is the Heartbreaker when we talk about this? I think people might think it is Vanessa Paradis.
No, the Heartbreaker is played by Romain Duris, and he's a guy that a family can hire. If you think your daughter or your best friend is in a relationship with someone that doesn't suit her and she doesn't want to hear about it, you can hire this guy, the Heartbreaker, and he can become like the Prince Charming for her. He can become the ideal man for her and make her realize that somewhere she can find the perfect guy, and she will forget about the other one.
Well, this means basically that, is this true? Is there somebody like this in in France? Is this or is this a total, what we would call a movie romantic fantasy?
It would be we can say it's a movie romantic fantasy, but it came from really something that one of the writers, Laurent Zetoun, had his uncle who had some trouble with his daughter, and she was really going with a very pretty bad guy, and she didn't want to hear anything about. She said, "Okay, I like this guy. Don't worry." And so Laurent's uncle said to Laurent, "Well, you know some actors. Can't you help me and hire a guy, an actor who could seduce her and make her realize that she's going the wrong way?" So this did not happen. But Laurent, I think, thought about it, said this could be a job, and then this could be a film about this job.
So how did you become associated with it? Are you known in France for your romantic comedies, Pascal?
No, not so much. Not for my romantic comedies. I did a lot of comedy for TV in France, and it happened that I did also a lot of commercial with a producer that was the producer for Heartbreaker, and they had a first draft of the script, and they were looking for some directors. They met several guys, including me, and they chose me. That was great.
And Vanessa Paradis and Romain Duris are both big stars in France.
Yes.
Now, Romain Duris, we know from movies like The Beat That My Heart Skipped, and he was in a movie with Juliette Binoche where he was dying. Yeah. But Vanessa, I think if anybody in the United States knows who she is, it's as the companion to Johnny Depp and the mother of his children.
Yes.
I don't think they've ever officially married. Yeah. But where does she stand in France? She doesn't make movies that often, and she's a singer, yes?
Yeah, as a singer, she's really one of the top singer in France. She really would say she's a star in France. She's really a very important singer, and she's very talented. She doesn't make so many records too. She's a kind of woman. She makes very specific choices. She makes like a record every 3 or 4 years, and she's made probably 6 or 7 movies since she started, and she started very early at the age of 14.
How old is she now? Like 32?
Well, I think around that. Yeah, she's 32, 33 maybe, and so she doesn't do so much film, but I mean, as she's very popular, every one of her films is highly expected, and but this one is something very new for her, because she usually did more like Romain, where she was more into drama kind of thing, and this movie was a new challenge for her.
So as a director going from commercials without a big reputation in films, and you're going to be working with 2 of France's big stars.
Yes.
What kind of hoops do you have to jump when they talk to you the first time, or when they look at the screenplay and say, I want this or that? I mean, how does it, in the Hollywood system, the stars have the biggest clout usually, unless the director has even more clout.
Well, in France it's a bit different. I think there is a tradition that director is really the boss on the film. So even if they are stars, I think I had some discussion with them about the script, and usually actors have good remarks. Maybe sometimes they don't have the solutions, but they can tell you, I don't see why this character is doing this, and I can't imagine myself playing that scene. And so you have to think about it and find another way to make it that would be suitable for them and still be funny. That was mainly my work. We did a lot of rewriting, even when I was hired for the film, we had a first draft. We did a lot of change with the screenwriter, Laurent Zetoun, together, and then we did some more change with the actors. But it went very well.
I understand one of the things Vanessa Paradis asked to have changed was the ending of the film.
Yeah, in fact, it was not the idea of the ending. Everybody agreed that as a romantic comedy, it should have a nice romantic end. So it should, but the way it was done on the first draft, maybe it was too long and it was a bit more
stodgy.
Dodgy. What does it mean?
Stodgy means like an elephant would galoomph along. You know, it wasn't like an ocelot or a leopard.
Yeah, I would say scotchy. Yeah. It was. I think it was just like it was like. So the movie is a comedy, but then there is the ending that becomes the last 10 minutes are not anymore comedies, and so we decided to change that to add some elements of comedy in the ending to make it shorter and to make it a bit more subtle.
What would you say your big influences are as a maker of a romantic comedy for the big screen?
I have a lot of reference, but.
Do you look at Adam Sandler movies and with Drew Barrymore and say, that's what I want to do?
In fact, I think I'm going further back in the past where I'm looking more into really classic Hollywood romantic comedies like Billy Wilder's Apartment or Some Like It Hot or Philadelphia Story, this kind of thing. And I mean, yeah, I like the style of this old film, and probably for the humor, we watch a lot of Ben Stiller or Adam Sandler kind of movie. You know, we have a lot of different references. I see a lot of movie. I'm really seeing almost a movie every day. So.
And you've shot a lot of it in Monaco.
Yes.
And I couldn't help but I remember the Anne Fontaine movie last year that was in Monaco. And I wondered, do you get big tax breaks if you're a French film working in Monaco? Because it's such a tiny principality and it looks so romantically photogenic, I guess.
Yeah, there's no help for tax. It's even a bit expensive to shoot over there because because it's not really French. It's in the French territory, but it's not French. So you don't have any help for taxes. But it's just that it's very something. Very international about Monaco. I think it could be anywhere. You know, it's the only place by the sea in France that looks like it's by the sea and it's with buildings and it's a lot of different architectural style. So it's a very nice place to shoot. Really.
And Vanessa has one interesting aspect that no American actress does, and that's a big space between her front teeth. Is that her trademark? And was there any thought of, let's put a little bridge in there, and so it looks like she just has a normal smile?
I mean, not at this point, you know. There she's Vanessa Paradis, so you don't think about it. But I think she said that when she began her career, somebody said to her, maybe you should do something about this. And but I think she that's the way she is. She's herself, and she's different from every other girl, and that's why she's probably so popular.
And does Johnny Depp make a cameo in this movie?
No, we haven't seen him.
So I haven't seen him either. I didn't miss him in the movie.
No.
Thank you very much, Pascal.